Hey everybody, welcome into the WWC. QB18 here, dropping you another video that we're doing. One thing that I have not done on the prior videos that I do want to point out is, please, if you watch a video, you find it informative, you find it useful, please subscribe to our channel. It's very helpful for us to know that more people are actually subscribing to see more videos, so we know how many to kind of push out there if you're enjoying them. So please like and subscribe as we move forward for this. One thing I wanted to touch on was a question that I received in my Discord about power, total power, base power, hero power, my feelings on it. A big question coming from early servers and people that are just starting out in this game. So total power, you'll see at the top up here, my number, and you can see here at 332 million. The number in itself that this game puts out, 332 million, it doesn't mean a whole lot on a regular day-to-day basis for anybody and for anything. It's actually misleading. One of the things people do is they get sucked in to that number and they try to maintain a very high total base number, and I'll tell you why. Early on when you're playing the game, you'll notice that people see the alliance power. And when you're starting, it's good for recruiting, to be the top alliance. You want to be up there to be meaningful. Hey, we have the top power. We mean something. We're, come join our team, or, we'll attack you. We'll beat you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, it's meaningless. This power number here is really should be taken with a grain of salt, because it's very heavily reliant on troops and drill grounds. So if there's a heavy fighting team and everybody in that alliance fights and loses their troops, this number is going to crash. And sometimes early on in the game, people fall into a trap of not fighting because they don't want to see this number drop. They don't want to see their team drop. And that is a ginormous mistake, because it means nothing. These standings mean nothing for alliance power. Don't worry about them. I'd rather have a lower alliance power with a team without troops that fights every week than somebody who just shields and sits there and says, hey, I have high power, look at me. No, don't worry about this number or your alliance power. I'll show you where this number does come in handy. But first I wanted to touch on a number that really does matter when you come in, and it's not the individual power of somebody. The individual power is not what you want to look at. It's total hero power. And this is really going to tell you the strength of somebody. This is the individual power is incorporating a lot of different factors when you look through this, okay? Right? But the total hero power is incorporating how strong all of your heroes are, which is usually on somebody's main and second team. Now, it's spread out throughout all your heroes, but as we've talked about prior, build your number one team, right? Build a strong second team if you can, which most people only have a strong one team. So when this number's high, that team is probably strong. And let me show you, I am at 227, so just to show you how much it does matter, I'm going to add back in, I took some gear off previously to show you this. I'm going to add in Adam's gear, and then I'm going to add back in McGregor's gear right here, and I was 227. Now when you go back to my hero power, I'm 231. So you can see right away, just with that gear going back on, I gained all that power. So if you were looking at me, you'd say, oh my God, look at how strong I am from a power perspective, just looking at the total hero power. The overall number isn't going to change. This is actually going to fluctuate, and I'll just show you here. Let me add some troops, and you can see how much my troops actually impact that number. So I'm 336. Now I went to 337. And let me just add a few more real quick. And you can see I'm now 339. So really it's troop based. That number is so highly dependent on troop base. and not necessarily overall troop power when you're going to get into a fight. Now, I promise I tell you where this does come in handy, right? That 339 base power. So let's take a look here. So if I'm fighting somebody, right, and I'm going to fight somebody like Hulk, which would be a giant mistake on my part. But I'm going to look at their power here, which is the same thing we just showed above. If that number that you're seeing there for me, you can look, it's 339, right? So I'm looking at that number. While you're fighting somebody, if you're killing their troops, that power number goes down. And as it accumulates and it goes down, that power number, you can now tell that you're killing their troops. And you can start gauging a little bit of what their drill grounds is. You can do the calculation and say, hey, I just took 30 million out of their power. They're running out of troops, which is then going to make them counter. They're either going to say they're out of troops and you're going to be able to zero them, or they're going to make troops, which if you're in a battle, you're going to have to use either one of two ways, speed ups, or you're going to have to use diamonds. You can use Alliance help if they're in the hospital, but when you're in a battle really fast, it's hard to just rely on Alliance help to heal all those troops because you're killing so many, putting so many in the hospital at one time. So really everything is diamonds or speed ups. A lot of people say, hey, I have a stockpile of speed ups, so I don't care. I have 200 days. When you start a season with a group and you're going against a faction, if you start fighting them on the first week, let's say, and you start hitting their speed ups, those 200 days, they'll go fast. You have to use speed ups to make troops. You have to use speed ups to heal in the hospital. It's 2 days, it's 4 days, it's 2 days, it's 4 days. Those start adding up really quick, especially when it's the first week of a season that's going to last 2 months. So pay attention to somebody's power when you're attacking them. And when it's going down, you know you're getting to them. If you see all of a sudden their power goes up a little bit, man, have you hit a home run. Keep going after them because that means you're getting to them. You're using something, either their diamond resources or their speed up resources. Don't give up. Keep going, okay? Anyway, that's a quick rundown from me on overall base power and total hero power. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. QB18 out.